Good morning. So we are on our way to Tahoe, and it's crazy what just one day will do. We moved away from the coast and the rainforest and the redwoods, and it's replaced with this. I can't believe the difference it makes. Everything's kind of deserty and dry. It's crazy what just a little bit of driving through certain states makes, as far as geography goes, what changes. So
we're really excited to get to Lake Tahoe and see that area. The girls keep saying, palm tree, palm tree.
It's like we traded redwoods for palm trees. What do you girls think? Redwoods or palm trees?
It depends. I changed my mind. Like when we were in Florida, I'm so sick of palm trees. Then we came to Alaska, I'm so sick of pine trees.
And just like that, we're back in the pine trees in the mountains.
Yeah, 100 miles later, and we're way up on top of a mountain, climbing, and in the trees.
Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh. So we have arrived to my friend's Kathy's house, and we're gonna go check out Lake Tahoe the only way that you can really truly appreciate it, and that is on the water.
This is where they shot The Godfather 2. And the Godfather movies are these famous mafia movies. And if you watch it, you'll see the wedding that's outside here. And now it's I think 7 different sort of townhomes. It's its own compound. But it's pretty cool.
Babies hatch, and then all the babies swing off the vines, and Wilbur waves at them, but 3 of them stay to be Wilbur's friends. And it's so sweet, but that's how all the babies fly
That's
out.
how they fly out?
Yeah.
Wait! What's happening? What are you doing?
We are at the very end of boating season on Lake Tahoe, so we're gonna take every opportunity that we can to get out on the water. Heading out again this morning and try and check out some of the really cool places on Lake Tahoe. Fun fact about Lake Tahoe, there are a couple mysterious things here that are like urban legends. One of which is that there is a Tessie. So instead of the Loch Ness Monster, the Tahoe version is Tessie because people have seen very strange things here. The second of which is, as we talked about yesterday, that they filmed The Godfather 2 here, and it was very widely known that the mob used to dump bodies into the lake because it was so deep, and they would sink and not rise, so it was an easy way to get rid of them. A couple people have gone down to dive. Jacques Cousteau went down and said that the world was not ready to see what he had seen down there. So, are there really dead bodies at the bottom of Lake Tahoe?
Bay. Water is just beautiful. I don't think you can see it right here, but it's like glacier water. It's just crazy.
So we're in the southwest corner of Lake Tahoe, and this is Emerald Bay, and the iconic island with the tea house on top is right here. Teamwork! The mansion is now a museum, which I don't think we can get into right now, but we docked the boat and we're gonna go and walk around and see what we can see.
So this is all just a courtyard. These must be all original buildings, all the staff quarters. And this here is the main house. Unbelievable. Look at these trees.
The architect made this building quarry-proof. They specifically built the stones far enough in so no one could scale the house by climbing the stones.
Oh, that's funny. And she's making fun of me. My name is Corey. Look at this little look at this little room here. I bet that must have been awesome.
I want to know what's in there.
Yeah, I wish we could tour this.
So she bought the property, including the net, I think that's how you pronounce it, island, in 1928, and they had this built by 1929, and her nephew was a Swedish architect. And so they built this amazing house and the tea house across. It had two more owners after her, and then the state of California purchased it in the 50s.
And they've just kept it the same?
And they just kept it. It's stunning. The woodwork is stunning.
Yeah, that's cool. Imagine having this as your view and you just had that island. Come up to this tree, by the way. Look at this tree in the front yard. I mean,
I wonder what
here,
they
give
were
it some perspective.
sized.
Look at this. She's not a small woman.
He really does love me.
That's a huge tree.
That is massive.
What? You want? This isn't.
They're so used to being fed.
Yeah, I know. This is a leaf. Stop. Savages.
Little photo shoot going on.
Oh, look how pretty she is.
Oh yeah.
Why is you making me blush?
Oh, the prettiest there is.
Look at this cool little bench.
It is kind of
Made
cool.
out of the roof. That's so crazy. Hey, I don't want to leave without you.
That was
Better hurry up.
Whale Rock right there.
I'll scoot in towards you.
We're trying to beat that right now. You might get wet.
I have no idea how we missed the rain on that boat trip. Like everywhere on the entire lake was getting nailed, and somehow we snaked through these storms.
Yeah.
We thought we were gonna get.
I mean, it was cold enough. Being soaking wet would have made it so much worse.
We were frozen by the time we got off that boat.
Yeah. Such a beautiful lake, though.
Man.
It's just unbelievable.
Definitely come check out Lake Tahoe if you can.
Oh, yeah. We got to come back here.
Phenomenal.
This has been a good little break. We've been here a
Yeah.
few days. We did a mad dash trip down the Washington, Oregon, and Northern California coast. So it was nice to come here and just settle in for a few days
Yeah. It's
with
so
some
nice.
friends.
I hadn't seen Kathy in 8 years, and they're just people that you meet in life, and this, as soon as you get back together with them, it's like no time has passed at all, and it is so wonderful to have like real true friends like that we can stop and see on this trip.
We got a couple trips planned. We're going to Mono Lake right now, and then Yosemite probably tomorrow.
There it is. Wow.
What do you guys think of Mono Lake? Is this place crazy or what?
So crazy. This is weird.
It's like
Look at the
salt.
signs, like blue, purple, yellow, green, blue.
Salt everywhere.
Really? Salt.
Can't fly your drone here, unfortunately. Look at these things.
Here, Dad, now grab your shoulders and hold the camera up. You like a drone shot.
This is crazy.
Oh my gosh!
Ew. Made it. This place is unreal.
Crazy.
All this white is all salt. Are you cold?
It's
You look cold.
really cold. This place is like reminiscent of Yellowstone. It has like a Yellowstone feel probably because it has like a little bit of a sulfuric smell, but it also like has like a post-apocalyptic flair to it. I don't know how to describe it. The landscape looks like some sort of fallout has landed everywhere and
crazy.
killed everything. Like there's grasses all along the whole edge of this where things are just covered in white and dead. I've never seen anything like it before. It has a very high alkaline level, which is why it
There's no
doesn't
fish in
hold
it.
any life except for brine shrimp.
And those weird.
And the flies and the indigenous people that lived here thousands of years ago, I guess it was kind of like a delicacy, so they would come and like search for the pupa of those little flies.
Yeah.
That is really gross. Like you can just kick over rocks. There they are.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. The girls thought that was awesome. This place is
We need to go find a place to camp.
gnarly. Yeah, let's go find a place before it's completely dark.
It's pretty dark now. This place is otherworldly. that is frost. It's beautiful, but this is way too cold.
And that was not what was forecasted. Goodness gracious.
Alright, so we made it into Yosemite. We spent the night at basically in a parking lot last night just because it was so late by the time we found anything. And the temperature was, I think, 20 degrees colder than the forecast said it was going to be. I don't know if we were just in this weird valley, but I'm guessing it got down to like 10 or 15 last night, and our hot water does not flow. So I don't know if we froze something. I don't know if it's going to unfreeze. I don't know if we're going to have a giant mess to clean up later and fix and ruin stuff. Who knows?
We're hoping that's not the case.
It just rose 21 degrees, and we rose in elevation 5,000 feet, I think.
It's
Maybe
insane.
just a couple thousand. I don't even know how much.
We're on the Toiga Pass going into Yosemite.
So we stayed in the valley on the Mono Lake side, and I don't know if there's some sort of weird temperature difference there, but it is 39 degrees. And we just showed you this. It was 17
It was
degrees.
17 when we left, which means it
Like
got colder.
10, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So it's colder way down. We're up high, and it was only 15 minutes ago. It was forecast to be 40.
Between 40 and 45 in Yosemite. So. And in Mono Lake, like we even looked up like Mono Lake, so we must have been in this really weird pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I hope nothing's ruined. We wouldn't have done things differently if I'd have known it was going to get down that low. It's time to explore Yosemite.
Closer to warmer, nothing is overrated. You'll find the abundance, just break down the silence.
All right, doesn't look like we're gonna get a campground, but we're just gonna park here in this parking lot, and we got the bikes down. Let's see if they still work, and I think we're gonna have to at least air up the tire. How's it feel?
I feel good.
Feels all right? Is the tires flat? Huh. Well, I know mine needs air, so we're gonna go explore the valley by bike. Should be awesome. It's such a beautiful day. I wish we could have got in, but that's what happens when you don't plan. Look at this here. I don't know if you can see. It's like straight up ahead of us. It's crazy. You ready?
I'm ready. Did you tell them how you turned the hot water on and what we found?
Oh, I didn't. No, I forgot to say that. So, the hot water works now. So I don't know. It must have froze.
It must have.
Which is not good. The pump's not going, so I don't think there's any leaks.
No.
We turned on all the heat and turned everything on to just heat everything up. But now it works again. The hot water. So the cold water worked fine. It was the hot water that did not work. So it's good now. Ready for a bike ride?
Thank the Lord. Yes.
All right,
It's been a long time since these bikes have
we
been
just
out.
ate some lunch. I think
Look
we're
at
in a
this.
good enough spot that we're not going to get messed with.
Show
and-
what happened to my bike. My bike's the only one with the destroyed seat.
Oh yeah. Your
What?
seat is like.
Look at it's like
You know
bent.
why? Because yours finally I jammed the tires, so your handlebars couldn't swing in. Cause look over here.
What?
Your handlebars are what smashed into it. So I had to. It's your fault.
It's not my fault. It's your fault.
That's my fault.
Oh my gosh, there's water pouring out of Layla's seat. What the heck?
All right. Let's go biking. All right, well, I guess this is what happens when you come late in the season.
I've always wanted to like stand on the bottom of a lake bed.
This is Mirror Lake.
We're in the lake.
But it's pretty incredible.
Yeah. kind of awesome. So this is Washington Column, that is North Dome, and this is the back flat side of Half Dome. And usually when the lake is here, you get a beautiful mirror
Oh,
image.
I'm not looking at you.
Hence the name Mirror Lake. Yosemite is standing up to everything I've ever heard about it.
Where did the girls go?
Right there.
Oh, didn't look like them.
They're growing so fast he doesn't even recognize them
Holy
anymore.
cow. The bikes work. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
I don't think we've had them out since Alaska.
since like early Alaska.
Yeah, Homer, Alaska.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is nuts. And we almost got rid of them in Homer, Alaska, and now I'm really glad we didn't because there's a lot of ground to
I
cover
still
here
wish we got
quick.
rid of them. Then we wouldn't have a
Then we wouldn't
hole
have
in
a
the
hole.
back of our RV. It's gonna cost more than those bikes. Driving bikes is fun around here though.
There's too much to see.
We gotta go down to the visitor center next. This is gonna go down in the history of cool bike rides. How'd you guys fit in there?
Guys,
Go in. We live in an RV, Dad.
do you know what lives here?
What?
There's 2 deer right there. So pretty. Congratulations.
Okay, I got it.
So when we got to Yosemite today, all of the campgrounds were full, and I was told that Upper Pines was going to be first come first serve as of today, which is October 15th, but that was incorrect. So we had to sign up for a lottery that happened at 3 o'clock today, and I was number 20th on the list, and a couple people didn't show, and they had 21 spots, so we get to stay for one night.
I thought you were holding up a kitten. I mean, I should say.
Jessica!
That is me!
We've got the biggest site we have held off for you.
Awesome, thank you. We officially have a site, and they saved the biggest one for us because apparently we're one of the biggest rigs that come in here. So somehow we have gotten a site and we get to stay in Yosemite another day. What are you doing? This is the only place to get good internet, correct?
Yeah.
With our booster. What are you getting?
Responding on to YouTube comments.
Yeah, but what kind of service are we getting here in Yosemite with the booster?
3 bars LTE.
Nice.
If you go to the visitor center, you had 3 bars too, though.
Cool. All right. So we have a site for one night.
Serious?
Yeah.
Where?
It's in North Pines, so not the one we went into the first time, but it's one of they gave us a handicap site because it's one of the biggest sites they have.
Serious?
Yes.
So we're going over there now?
We're going.
All right.
Let's go.
Changed my mind because driving through Yosemite on bikes,
It was phenomenal.
so fun. So fun.
I read on a blog that that is the best way to explore the valley, and I totally agree after we've done this.
But it is a pain to drag them around and remember, it's like a warm breeze.
Yeah,
It's nice.
what's happening right now?
Yes. And this one.
Then we go opposite.
It's like a puzzle.
The handlebars of this bike. They have the coolest programs at Yosemite. That was a pine cone.
I thought one of those kids chucked it at me.
No. Yosemite, you definitely win for the prettiest dump station. Sweet.
And I'm pumped we got a site. We're all settled in here really quick because we got to go because we're not here very long.
Yeah.
And it looks like we dodged a bullet. I don't think there's any leaks, so it must have just froze for like, just barely froze.
Nothing's leaking. Nothing's
Yeah.
busted.
So we heard it wrong. We thought it was a first come first serve. That's not the case.
No,
And
I read it wrong.
we wouldn't have come down here had we known this was the process.
No.
But I'm really glad we did. Basically, don't RV like us.
Yeah, no. So the process is you come in if you do not have a site and you sign up in the morning and you have to be back by 3 o'clock where they raffle off the sites. And if you have signed up and you do not show up, they give your site to the next person. And we had a lot of people not show up at 3, so that's why we got our site.
We're gonna go up to Tunnel View. I've heard so much about that, so we're so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out sunset. We'll see you guys soon.
Closer to warmer, nothing is over. Breathe. You'll find it, London just break down silence.
Welcome to Tunnel View. This is the iconic location to come and check out all of Yosemite in one place. So you have El Capitan, you have Half Dome. It's a little stressful for Corey because he's a photographer to try to find like some picture perfect places to take photos since we're only gonna be here for a day and a half. So he's stressing a little bit. So we came out to Tunnel View to do some sunset shots and we're gonna see how that goes, and he'll probably be out here nice and early, which means I will probably have to be out here nice and early for sunrise.